Hi lovely people, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Laura, menopausal mum, and I proved you can thrive rather than just survive during the menopause. And today I'm talking to you about a very general well-being topic, all to do with navigating and managing anxiety and depression. And one of the most positive things about being menopausal is you give less of an F about how you come across. So I'm really going to be vulnerable and honest, sharing with you about my own experiences. I'm going to provide you with 5 top tips to navigate anxiety. So in the past, I'm happy to admit that I've suffered from periods of depression. I've even taken antidepressants a number of times, and I've also struggled with anxiety. So just to give you an example, I remember being at work and having to do a big company presentation, and actually running out of the room because I thought I was going to be sick with nerves, and also having to, when I was doing my master's in HR, having to take beta blockers, which was odd that the doctor prescribed them to allow me to kind of balance my heart rate because I was getting so stressed out. But anxiety and depression can be managed, and so I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips for dealing with them. So number 1, most important, is acceptance. Anxiety is a part of life. Life is up and down, and it doesn't always run smoothly. There will be periods in your life where you do struggle. It's just your brain trying to protect you, and you shouldn't treat it as failure. It's feedback about some of the things that your body and your mind is struggling to navigate. And any good therapist, counselor, or anyone that becomes a coach has to, as the first part of their training, face their own demons and address their own anxiety. And actually sharing it and being honest about it can help other people. And if we only look in society now, we can see that lots of kids and adults still struggle to navigate it. The second thing is that you need to own it. So what we can find that when we go through our youth is we try to mask our anxious feelings with things like alcohol, all sorts of different things. But the reality is that you have to address it. Those things that we push down are going to be the things that you have to then address later in therapy. So it's really important to own it, to look at it as it is and try to work with it. The third thing is that you need to get a better relationship with your brain and your self-talk. This is one of the fundamental things. If you see me driving along the Reading Road, you'll often see me talking to myself, and that's me trying to get my brain back in check, to kind of like navigate some of the negativity. And the other thing is you need tools for discharging stress and those negative thoughts. So I have loads of different tools. If you need to reach out to me to find any, and I can let you know. But you need to not only talk to yourself in a positive way or a nurturing way, because the brain is very irrational and it needs that attention. If you try to ignore it, it will just keep coming back. And also have these processes for discharging those feelings. And then number 4, people are your triggers. So parenthood has been a massive trigger for me, but so do other people. They trigger you. Sometimes it can be a mismatch of values and you really just don't get on with that person. But a lot of the time, that person is holding a mirror up to you. And when you start bitching or sort of having a massive paddy or tantrum, those are the areas that are your triggers and that you need to address. And then finally, if your mind has that propensity towards negative thinking, then you've got to do a lot to keep it positive. If you're somebody that's hypersensitive or very empathetic, don't watch the news because it will trigger you. Manage your notifications and the types of inputs that you have coming in. Address the fact that you have to exercise, you have to be healthy, you have to do meditation. If your brain is over analytical, got something like ADHD like me, then you need to do more work around this. So keep your positive inputs coming in. So those are my top 5 tips. Number 1, acceptance. Number 2, owning your anxiety. Number 3, talking to your brain in the right way and discharging those negative thoughts. Number 4 is accepting that people are your triggers. So avoid those situations or treat them head on because it's your center for learning. And finally, try to be as positive as possible, except you have a propensity for negativity, and therefore do the work to make sure that the stuff coming in is positive. I hope you've enjoyed that video. I'll be back very soon to talk to you about something else. Bye.